Okay, we're going to keep on watching Rodtang versus Superlek. One Friday Fights number 31. Our next fight here, it's Sibmuen versus Miguel Trindade. We got a Portuguese guy versus a Thai. 28-year-old versus 22. The 22-year-olds that we've been watching on 1FC, they usually look pretty inexperienced, especially against the Thai guys who have hundreds and hundreds of fights, usually. So, heavier weight class, 146. We don't usually get that big of boys in Thai boxing from 1FC, but yeah, let's play it out and see what goes down. It is on mute. There we go. And it's playing at 25% speed. I like playing it back a little bit slower afterwards. But let's just skip ahead to the fight here. Jump up. Start from here. I like seeing their records. I'm going to get a green screen eventually. I know another guy was asking for that, and that's a good idea. By the way, for that last fight that we watched, the guy putting in the dentures after, I think that's what it was. I think you guys were right commenting. When I watched it back a bunch of times. I'm like, what the fuck is he putting in his mouth afterwards? But yeah, I'm going to assume it's dentures. Once you've had 150 fights, you might need dentures. Skip ahead. So far, so good with this card, and I still have not watched the whole card. So, kind of creeping my way through it one fight at a time. You know, I don't like seeing any of the results. I don't check. Just like watching it live. Makes it so much more fun afterwards. Let's do it. Muay Thai. Best in the world. 1FC. Mamba Fight Club. 12-1. So holy, he is inexperienced compared to the Thai. I already know he's going to have hundreds of fights. I've seen some pretty good Portuguese kickboxers and Muay Thai fighters, though. They got a couple guys coming out of there that are pretty good athletes. Coach Nay. Out of Coach Nay. Sibmuen Muay Thai Gym. 78-23. Be honest, it's not looking good for 12-1. That is, unless he's got an insane amateur record where he has been fighting for years. Like, there's no way he's 22 years old. Oh my god. I wish they posted the odds for these, because I feel like the Portuguese guy here doesn't stand a chance. He's going to get torn apart. Slowly. Technically. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it looks like a kickboxing style from the Portuguese. Alright. Yeah. Oh! He's out. He's back up. Holy shit. Did not expect that. He hit him with a knee on the way down. Okay, maybe they see something special out of him. Holy. Rocked him on the way down with a knee. Sibmuen seems already really put together, though. He's calm, but he's getting hit a lot here. Alright, firing back with elbows afterwards. Alright, this kickboxing style can be really unpredictable in the starting rounds. Alright, you don't know their timing yet. They can be really explosive on the ins and the outs. You don't know when they're going to throw a lot of their shots. They move usually very quick, especially for a 22-year-old. You know he's going to be explosive. So if Sibmuen gets through this first round, I think he's going to do a lot better come the second and third. He's going to have the timing down, the reads. Yeah. Wow. Trinidad has a lot of power, and he's so explosive, but he's going to get timed. Oh! Leaned right into the kick. head first into it, and he's still up. Okay, he's tough. Sibmuen maybe thought this was going to be a bit of an easier fight for him. Wow. The kickboxing style, right? It's so explosive. They're light on their toes, right? Guards are a little bit lower. Usually really, really good boxing. Wow, swarming him. Take a knee. Oh, sat him down. He's out. Wow, I spoke way too soon with that one. Good on him. Yeah, so explosive. His ability to cover distance and the power that he was getting into all those shots. It looked like he knocked him out. Like his first knockdown there. Sibmuen was laying on the ground. He really didn't have a clue what was happening. Alright, stood back up and, you know, regained a lot of his confidence with a couple of shots that he landed back on Trinidad. But he kind of stuck to his game plan. Just stay explosive, blitz in, and commit when he was going to go in. Alright, good knee to the body. A short elbow, knee to the head. Yeah, these hooks like they're hurting. Oh, it's the body. Yeah. Yeah, he was really attacking from every angle when he got to the inside. That liver hook, too. Right? The form on it, the way that he was digging underneath the ribs. He's real good. Surprising. Being that inexperienced. I want to see that knockdown from the start. Let's slow it down and go back. An amazing finish from such a young guy. Very surprising. There we go. I think this was the first knockdown. Let's play it back a bit. What'd he hit him with? I can barely see it. It was just a chipping left hook and then ran him straight into a knee afterwards. I think, you know what's funny? I don't know if he was out on that shot. He's sort of playing into it right now like he was knocked out. But it looked like he was gesturing to the ref that it was an illegal strike. Right? Good fadeaway. Right? Keeping some good space. And he keeps his base underneath him the entire time. Right? This style of sort of bouncing on your legs, where you're always right over top of your feet. It's not like you're leaning into one foot or the other. It's not a marching stance. Right? You're very bouncy. So you can be a lot more explosive that way. Right? And we see the way he chips in with this lead hook. Looks like it's just getting behind the ear. Controlling the head afterwards. Right? Excellent control with both hands. Knees him in the head on the way down. Now watch Sibmuen here. Sibmuen here. He's almost pointing at the ref. Right? He's going up like this. Like, hey, hey. Right? You can see his hands there in the corner. Sorry, I'm going to get a green screen, so I'm out of the way. Right? But he's pointing up at the ref, and he's almost making a face like, what the fuck? Come on. So I think he was playing into it a little bit and hoping that it was going to be, I don't know, a disqualifying strike and maybe not count as a knockdown because it was illegal. But after he realized that the ref was counting him out, he kind of sprung right back up. Right? He looks like he was pretending to be out, and then he just, you know, came back from the dead. He's like, no, I'm good. We're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's not even really rocked or wobbly. Gotta play the game, I guess. Alright, he didn't really lose his footwork at all. Like, usually when a guy's rocked like that, they're not moving as well or look as tuned in. Alright, partially blocking the head kick there. But again, that kickboxing style, you can see the way that Sibmuen is so quick to snap up those lead leg high kicks. All right, low hands. Ate an elbow for crashing in. Yeah, so impressed. A guy with a 12-1 record to take out somebody with over 100 fights so easily. He really did make it look easy, too. Sibmuen never caught his rhythm at all. Trinidad just had pressure on him the entire time. Good use of some lead hand feints there. All right. Just checking. Look at that big reach out on the feint. All right. And then that's the same hand that came around to hit him with the lead hook. All right. So we noticed that Sibmuen was reaching with his parries. Look how much range he's giving him, right? He's opening up so much space between his hands and his head. So if you can feint and manage to get a hook around those hands, then it might be an easy power punch to land. And he's just reaching. Not looking good. Yeah, this is like the fine details that you don't really see while the fight is going on. But yep, there it is, right? Another short feint, and he hit that right hook perfectly. And he sort of masked it as a uppercut. Maybe it was a bit of a wild right hook where it was like swinging from behind his back, but he's looping it so it looks like it's going to be an uppercut. Like, look where it's sitting right now. Boom. But it comes up and around into a right hook. So it's, I think, a little bit thoughtful. Probably something he trains where he feints an uppercut and then he wraps it around into that big, powerful right hook. Crashed in a little bit too much and ate a couple elbows for it, but his boxing is so good. And again, bouncing away, opposed to the Muay Thai athlete Sibmuen marching forward. Right, the contrast in styles is just like beautiful to see for a fight like this. Muay Thai athletes are notorious for being really slow starters in the first round. Maybe not slow starters per se, right? But they're not aggressive, right? They usually start, right, with a lot of testing for techniques. They're never going to overcommit unless their opponent gives them a huge opening. Right? It's a lot of figuring out what their opponent likes to do and then kind of build on it from there. But rarely do they come out super hot swinging. That's more of a Western style. Look at that front kick. Right, lands the rear push kick to the body, teep to the body. Right, his right hand is really thrown back, quite out of position, but he reloads it, and as the kick is swinging back behind him, or back to the mat, he hits that right hook. Almost the same mechanics of a Superman punch. Right, Sibmuen just can't figure out the range or the timing. I bet this would have been a much different fight if he could have made it to the second round. Right, Thais always do so much better come the second and the third round, especially against really aggressive Westerners. Alright, but usually the way these fights go is they weather an early storm from the Westerner, and then it's just a crescendo for the Thai the rest of the fight. Alright, taking over like every aspect of it. Being more aggressive, smart counters, landing all the techniques that they want to land. Yeah, Trinidad fought a perfect fight for what he needed to do here. Be curious to see him up against some like better, maybe not better competition, but a different style Thai fighter. One a little bit more comfortable with his boxing, and see how well he would get his kicking off. So it seemed like he had great legs. He just really didn't need to use it here. He was doing so well with the hands. Okay, he missed every punch there and nearly spanning a circle, but good duck right underneath. Gets behind the elbow. Excellent head movement. All right, just kind of shucks him off to the ground. See you later, buddy. Yeah, it was an excellent first round. Again, there's that feint. Alright, watch this. Short feint with the lead hand. Gets Sibmuen reaching out. He realized that earlier in the round, like we were already mentioning, that big reach that Sibmuen was giving him. And Trinidad just executed exactly, you know, what the plan was going to be after he saw that happen, right? He's going to feint, get a big power hook right around it, and he lands. Alright, so he's pretty smart. In his ability to use feints, I'm not saying that's rare in fighting, right? Like, but usually the best striking athletes have the, I guess, the most feinting, I guess, in their style. I don't know. Something along those lines. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So I just finished teaching for like 6 hours. Just wanted to watch some fights. Good low kick. Nice speed to it. Switch stance. Get out of there. I want to see that finish though. Alright. Again, found that left hook to the body. Right, and he was just going to run away with that after. Kind of finished the whole fight. Maybe he figured out that he hurt him with that one. Wanted to follow up. Yep, here goes. Big knee to the body. Short elbow. Again, elbow. Controlling the head. Knee lands perfectly. Boom. Yes, knocks him over. All right, laying a lot of clean shots here. Boom. Just forces him to turtle, and yes, smashes that body. There's no faking that one. Looked like he exploded his liver on impact. Wow, great fight from Trinidad. That was really fun to watch. Okay, we're watching the whole fight card, so we're on to the next one.